In this video, I'm going to show you guys all of the recent trades I completed to reach 70 million wrap in Ultimate Football. This is a part 4 to my 40 million, 50 million, and 60 million video. So if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get straight into the video. In this first trade, I gave Headless and Reanimated for Tactical Vest, the Miami backplate and cleats, Red Clockworks, and the Gas Mask. This might seem like I'm losing a lot, but later in the video, I actually get a lot more out of my Tactical Vest. And at the time, I knew I could get more than this offer here, so I decided to accept this. For the next trade I did my pool floaty for about 5 amethysts and 1 ruby. I was winning about 300,000 wrap in this trade, so I knew it was pretty good, since I can easily get this pool floaty back for much less. And this also gave me some items that I can trade with. In this trade I gave Frosty Flare, Clockwork Red Shades, Black Gas Mask, Blue Clockworks, and Clockwork Ultimate Amethyst for the black goggles. I think this is a pretty good trade since the only good item I was giving was Blue Clockworks, and I know I can definitely get more off black goggles, so I decided to accept this trade. In this trade, I gave the Black Gas Mask, the Black Designer Viper for the Meta Visor Clear Blue, the Robot, the Binary Code Trail, and See These Hips. Overall, I think this is a pretty good trade for the Gas Mask. Not really much else to say here. This was another Gas Mask trade, and since I had 4 Gas Masks, I kind of needed some items to trade with, so I just took this trade giving Black Gas Mask for 5 random amethysts. And it was a 200,000 wrap win, so I'll take that. Overall, it was not a bad trade. In this trade, I gave the Red Clockworks for the Blue Clockworks, but he also added the Tennis Chain, so that's the only reason I decided to do this, since the Red Clockworks and the Blue Clockworks are about equal, so it would make this a pretty good trade. Now for this trade, I'm not sure if this guy was trying to donate me, or if it was an actual trade. Either way, this is still a really good win, as I'm winning about 200,000 wrap in this trade, so I'll gladly take this. In this trade, I was winning about 70,000 wrap, and I was also giving 2 items for 1 item, so I was technically upgrading here, and winning. So I decided to take this for the dinosaur hoodie. For this next trade, I basically gave the Gas Mask and a ruby for the dinosaur hoodie. It wasn't necessarily a good trade, but it wasn't really a bad trade either, so I guess I'll take it. And then this trade was a 50,000 wrap win, not much to say here. And here I have another trade where I'm getting the dinosaur hoodie, which is where I'm giving the Clockwork Ultimate Amethyst headphones for the dinosaur hoodie and the ruby headphones. I was winning over 100,000 wrap in this trade, so I consider it to be a pretty good trade. Then in this trade, I traded off the Skull Gas Mask for the Black Gas Mask and the Alien Top. It's not really an amazing trade, but I had a hard time trading off the Skull Gas Mask, and I know I can easily trade off the Black Gas Mask for a really good overpay. So that's the only reason why I accepted this trade. And here we have an equal trade for the Orange Justice, and since I'm giving more items, I would consider this a pretty good trade. There wasn't really much that happened here. In this next trade, I did Hacky Sack for Ray Lewis, Happier Jump, and Batboy Bottoms. I think I could have got a little bit more out of Hacky Sack, but it's still a good trade regardless. Then I got an insane offer on Take the L. In the last trading video, I got Take the L for very cheap, and now in this trade, I was giving Take the L for Calamity, Crackdown, Red Goggles, Row Rods Pro, Crown Me, and Purple Clockwork Shades. I would consider this a huge W, and this is probably my best trade that I've completed in a long time. Not only is this a 4 million wrap win, but I'm also getting a ton of items that I can use in other trades as well. So I'm definitely glad that I got this trade. And here's another really good trade that I got. So I gave Crown Me, Calamity, and the Clockwork Ultimate Amethyst headphones for the Headless emote, which I know for sure I can definitely get more on Headless. So I decided to accept this trade. In this trade, I gave the dinosaur hoodie for the Happier Jump. Not only am I winning 100,000 wrap in this trade, but I think I might be able to get better offers on Happier Jump than I would on the dinosaur hoodie. Usually animations have good demand, so the Happier Jump would be a lot easier to trade off. So if you guys remember from the first trade when we got Tactical Vest, that means I made over 2 million wrap just from getting Tactical Vest and trading it off. And we can also trade off this Peanut Butter Jelly Time emote for even more than this. So this was a really good trade. Then this was a small trade where I was winning 30,000 wrap. Nothing too crazy about this one. This trade might look really good, but the Just Wanna Rock is also a season pass emote, and usually items in the season pass will keep dropping until the season ends. But I decided to take the risk since I was getting a huge overpay. In this trade, I was giving the Arctic Vest and the dinosaur hoodie for the Hacky Sack and the Cash headband, and I was winning about over 200,000 wrap, and I think Hacky Sack is a better demand item, and I know I can get some sort of overpay on it, so that's why I accepted this trade. In this trade, I give the Black Gas Mask, the Pop Lock for the Crown, Squabble, and and the Bat Boy bottoms. The items he gave weren't really that good, but I was winning 400,000 rap. It would probably be too difficult to get more than this on my black gas mask, so I decided to accept this trade. In this trade, I gave white goggles, Ray Lewis for Void Scythe, and Snow Angel. The Void Scythe has a lot of demand, and I knew I could definitely get more than this, since Void usually gets pretty good offers. And my white goggles and Ray Lewis I can easily get back if I really wanted to, which is the main reason why I accepted this trade. This was a small trade, but I was getting some amethyst cleats, and I only gave rubies for it, and also I was winning 50,000 rap in this trade. Now this trade's very interesting because this guy ended up overpaying about 300,000 rap for my Clockwork Ultimate Amethyst headphones, which I've never had happen before, so I guess I'll take it. In this trade, I traded off the Row Rods Pro for the Dinosaur set and the Supa Flycap. The Row Rods don't really have good demand, and I can probably trade off the Dinosaur set for a lot more, so just because the Row Rods were so bad, that's why I accepted this trade. Now this was the trade where I traded off my Void Scythe, but honestly I think I could have got this trade without giving the gas mask, but I think it's still a decent trade, and I probably could have got better items, but I can still find a way to trade these off. In this trade, I traded off my Arctic Tac Vest for a diamond and 3 amethysts, but the good thing about this trade is that I was winning about 600,000 rep, and this was a very good overpay on my Arctic Tac Vest, and I honestly don't think I could have got more than this, so I just took this one. Then I got another Void Scythe, and all I gave was Laughing Gas, Squabble, and Happier Jump, which in terms of rap it might be close to equal, but Void can get way more than this, and I'm also giving items that don't really have a lot of demand. And I just got this Laughing Gas trail in the other trade, and now I'm getting Void back for less than what I got for it, so this is very good. And then here's another huge trade where I gave 5 items for 1 item. I gave the red goggles, Row Your Boat, gas mask, Creator's Golden Ball, and some red cleats for the black goggles, which I can definitely get more on black goggles. So I think this is a very good trade. Then I traded Ray Lewis where I gave Dirty Bird, the Teal Crown, Paradise Backplate, and the Green Mohawk for the Ray Lewis. I was giving 4 items for 1 item, so it was a pretty good upgrade. And I was also giving worse demand items, as I know that Ray Lewis can get very good offers, because Ray Lewis has a lot of demand. And in this trade, I basically got it for close to equal. So I accepted this knowing I can get more than what this guy was giving me. In this trade, I was giving a Squabble emote and some Diamond Trail for the Let's Feast. Not only am I giving more items than him, but I'm also winning in rap. So that's the main reason why I accepted this trade. And here's another trade where it's pretty much exactly equal, but I'd say that the item he was giving has better demand. So that's the only reason why I accepted this trade. And in this trade here, it's pretty much the same thing, except I'm winning a little bit. But then again, this glove doesn't have too much demand either, so it's an okay trade. Here I have another smaller trade where I'm gaining 30,000 rap. And not only that, but I think he's giving me better demand since he's giving me an amethyst emote, which usually most of the emotes in this game have pretty good demand, so I decided to take this. In this trade, I'm trading for the Heel Toe Top Rock and the Red Designer Vipers, and I'm giving the Gas Mask and the Gridiron King. I'd consider this a good trade just because I'm winning so much in rap. In this trade, I'm losing about 30,000 rap, but I'm also giving 3 items for 1 item, so technically I'm upgrading since I'm giving more items for less items. And I think I can trade off the Space Helmet for more. As you guys saw, I got Heel Toe Top Rock a few trades ago, and now I'm trading it off for a 140,000 rap overpay. Not only that, but all the items he is giving me are all pretty good demand emotes. So of course I have to accept this trade. In this trade, I gave the High Kick Hero and the Trojan Infantry Helmet for the Black Gas Mask. Earlier in this video, I traded for the High Kick Hero and the Black Gas Mask, and I got wins on both trades. And if I'm also winning on this trade, then that means this trade has to be good. So I accepted this. And here's where I got a pretty good trade for my black goggles, which I gave the black goggles for the Police Vest, the Clockwork Ultimate Amethyst, and the Inner Child. This guy was overpaying by a lot, and I know I can trade off Police Vest for a pretty good offer, so I decided to accept this trade. And then here I got another Police Vest, and it was basically an equal trade. However, I'm giving much worse items for this Police Vest, and I know I can definitely trade off Police Vest for even more, so I had to accept this trade. Completing this trade means that I have 2 Police Vests now. Throughout completing all these trades in this video, I sold a bunch of things on the auction, and now I've saved up to 3.46 million coins. So I'm gonna try to see if I can spend these coins to help increase my rep, and possibly even get it closer to 80 million. Alright, so I found this Goopy animation I was interested in, and I have enough to bid on it, but the only problem is that I don't have enough to buy it out. So there's a pretty good chance that someone's gonna outbid me here, but we'll see how it goes. And I also just sold some more items here as well, including these cleats for 40k. Then I sold this glove for 40k, and also this white messy hair for 250k. This one in particular was very good because I sold it way above the wrap, as its wrap was only 203k. So selling it for 250k was very good. Even though I sold these items and got a bunch of coins, it still wasn't enough for me to buy out this animation. So unfortunately, I had to go through a huge bidding battle between like 3 or 4 other people. And this is probably the most bids I've ever seen on an auction like this. But I knew that if I really wanted to get this, then I had to just keep bidding. So even if it took a while, I knew it would be worth it if I somehow got it.
2,000 years later.
Bro! Well, guys, unfortunately, I didn't get it. By the end of this video, I ended up going from 64 million rap to 79 million rap. So that means we gained a total of 15 million rap since the last video. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and have a great day.